See how we did here. It's beautiful. Beautiful. All right. So my depth of cut is still set on the table saw, this depth. My width of cut should be about the same, because these two thicknesses are the same. I should be able to just take this over there and run it. Yeah. Just clamp out of the way. Yep, that's it. All right, there it is. Let's see how it sits down here. All right, it needs, this side is just a little proud, and this end is a little more proud. So I can probably, I'd say this is about double. These up here are nice, and that's nice. I like that. So I can take care of that by just taking a little bit off of here and get that parallel. That'll be sweet. After taking a little bit off the bottom, this is perfect. And that's beautiful. But this is not. I've got quite a bit here so this has got to go back a little bit further. So I got to raise my blade just a bit and bring this back a little bit farther. Hopefully you can see this. There's the glue line right there. See the different color? And that's about what I'm off. This side's a little closer, it seems like. But I've got to nibble a little off of that. I'm going to take about half this thickness and see where that puts me. Okay, the center is right on the money. These are just a little bit proud. I can feather them out when I do the whole front here. So I'm going to leave that alone. I'm happy with where this is right now. Okay, so got to cut the rest of these fronts and just do this basically the same procedure to keep the apex of this curve where it belongs. So I'll be working on these, then I can start working on putting drawers together, making parts, and then you know, making these gaps nice and uniform. All right, they're all a hair proud. A little more than a hair. A couple of these on the right side. On the left side, just a hair proud. Just a hair under. Just a hair under. A hair proud. That's about flush. And this one's a hair proud. This shooting board is making quick work of getting these things dialed in. And that is just about one shaving away on this side. And I think I'm going to call it good. This other side is really just paper thin. One more shaving here. Beautiful. All right, drawer layout. I've got this sitting on a flat surface here, and I'm noticing that this side is just below flush, but this one is a little bit further than this. So I don't know if this is, you know, I've hand planed this, I believe, and I can't remember, but for some reason this side is a little higher than this. So the only way I'm going to find out how it's going to sit in the drawer is to actually just jump into it and do it, I think. So I've got my back here. I'm going to just do a simple rabbet back in the back. Okay, before breaking this setup down, because I need to cut my backs to length, I ran all my sides. And all I did was just come through, because it's only 3/8 of an inch wide, come through 3 times, and then I just used used my sled as a backer and just ran these back and forth across the blade like this to get a nice finish on the inside. So those are all done. So now I can take this apart. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a story stick here and try and just sneak up on this cut to get the inside dimension. So I'll cut it a little long, and then I'll just keep pushing it in here until I get a nice fit down here at the bottom. And that'll tell me the width of my drawer bottom. Should be pretty good. So I'll use this as my story stick now. Alright, I'm going to lock my fence in just a hair wider than this and see how it goes in. Okay, the way I'm building these drawers, the one way that you can check to make sure your back is the correct length is to slide it in here and squeeze it together, and then notice it, see if you've got any gap between the bottom and your side. Now when I look at it down the gun barrel here, I see nothing. So I'm going to call that good. Check it for square here again. That looks good. And that looks good. So I made a mark here off of this, which is too long. Ran a line across this way. I have to subtract this thickness, and then I should be good to go. But before I do that, I'm going to run my panel here that I'm using for my sides one more time here to get the other drawer bottoms cut to width, and then we'll worry about the depth here.